artificial intelligence and its best, I presume. Yes. Today we are talking about Fetch.ai, or shortly FET. Not FAT, like you after holidays, but FET. Daily, weekly, monthly, we're gonna take a look what's going on with the price and what's the possible direction in the coming days. Regards to you who gave me job, again, a request to analyze all these coins. Hope you're happy, okay? First of all, this week is nothing to talk about. It's something unorganic on my chart, so forget it. Secondly, this is a daily uptrend. And yes, it is still an uptrend, but with some twist. In the short-term analysis, FET should make a quick move to the upside if you don't want to see more downside pressure. What do I mean by that? You see my band of 21 days. Well, unfortunately, my band now formed resistance zone right above the head of FET. It's nothing serious. And the best thing would be if FET in the coming days, but very fast, break this resistance. Something like this is an optimal price action. If you cannot break this level, and to be exact, we are talking about the zone below 70 cents. If you cannot break 70 cents, it could get ugly, because as you can see, the whole time our band was a support. Now we are having some lag in the days that we just passed, right? This is now a ceiling, a resistance. Again, this is nothing major, and the weekly and the monthly I will show you why. You shouldn't panic. But in the short term, this is something that should happen. But if you want to follow the narrative that this is our ceiling at the moment, something like this is more probable, okay? 70 cents. This is the level you should watch, to the upside. If it's broken, then we're continuing a fierce uptrend. If not, it's more chance in the coming days that we continue to the downside. It's pretty simple. Now we're talking about the downside targets. I would like to mention this level because of this heavy area of resistance. All of this area, look at this. You see how the price for many days tried to battle this level and then swish. Now, it could be pretty bullish if we retrace to that area, retest it and continue to the upside. Nothing fancy here, just the classic support resistance story. So again, this is a probable scenario that would still give us bearish sentiment in the short term. But I would like to see this kind of price action with a bigger wick. So always let's have a clear head and say that more downside in the short term is absolutely possible. But now we're moving into the weekly chart. Something completely different is happening there. Now when I say something completely different, I'm meaning about something like this in a bull manner. Ladies and gentlemen, a FET or Fetch.ai is bullish on the long-term weekly chart. Let's discuss why. And you already know, because my analysis is pretty simple. I mean, I'm not using any fancy indicators. I'm not looking at it like a spaghetti sauce. It's simple. We had 3 lines or 1 or 2 or nothing. Just by the mere price action. FET is bullish because we broke above this line of resistance. For one thing, we broke very important line. I'm talking about 44 cents. You can see at the beginning of 2023, yes, this is 1 year ago. 1 year ago, this area gave us a lot of troubles. This was something not to joke with. 44 cents and the area above below doesn't matter. We broke it. Where? Here. In November of last year. Now, in the short term, as the daily chart is saying, yes, we have a possible retracement on the way. Could it be a bigger one? Well, depend what's bigger for you. From today's 65 cents to 44, is that big enough for you? I don't know. It's up to your appetite. But something like this, in my mind, exists absolutely. And this is a bull case scenario, because when we retrace into the 44 cent area, we're also doing one thing, and that is retracing into our band. That is having momentum to the upside that will push us forward. So if you see a move into the 44 cent area, what should you do with FET? I'm not a financial advisor, but you probably know by now what should you do in your long-term investment. Buy FET is probable answer. NFA. Remember, 2024 will be the banger Maybe not the top, maybe we have the top in 2025, but this is the bull market. And the bull market for FET started with the declaration of this brutal candle in October of last year. So 3 months ago, the bull market started pretty clearly. I would be the most happy if we do that retracement and then continue in the following weeks to the upside. To continue at this moment, yeah, it's possible that FET go lower and also to the upper side. But it's not that healthy if you just go up, 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 up with no retracement. This would be the healthiest option. I know many would be scared if we go below 50 cents, but it would be absolutely normal, crucial, whatever word you want to say. We have the rising price, we have the rising volume. Everything is indicating bullishness that is here, but it is to come in a far greater extent. Oh yes, one more line I want to show you. This is 2022, November of 2022. This is almost November of 2023, but October, so 1 year apart. Now, what about this kind of price action? I mean, I'm making this up, but what if we retraced in the coming few months into this area, make another point like here and here, make a super retest of this support, of perhaps band if it would be there, perhaps this uptrend, it's also a possibility. That would be catastrophically bullish. Bad choice of words, but catastrophically bullish. I want to emphasize how bullish this is. Anyway, now I'm talking crap. Retracement is possible, not needed. We can go to the upside, but FET on the weekly is far more bullish than on the daily. Let's conclude the story with the monthly, shall we? Okay, now the super long chart, years ahead, monthly chart, every candle 1 month. Now you tell me, is this wick organic? What is this? Is this some anomaly in 1 day from about $2 to below 50 cents? I don't know. And I don't care, I don't want to take this price action into account because first of all it's not needed. We don't really need to analyze anything with this wick. Let's start by signaling that our band of 21 months is wide open and that we have a bullish alignment. Of course, in the coming months, FET is absolutely bullish, but also at this moment it's standing at 35 cents. So I don't expect FET to move to 35 cents at this moment, but if it does, it's nothing scary, okay? But let's leave that band aside, because one pivotal thing happened here. As I said in November, much great things happened for FET in November, as we saw on the weekly chart. This was the big resistance 1 year ago. Also here, 2 years ago. Now we broke it. Don't take something like this lightly. Also, this is unorganic, but at the beginning of existence of FET, we started with this price. So, say what you will, but again I'm drawing 44 cents as the pivotal point in the history of FET. It is broken to the upside. It was broken previous 2 times, but I wouldn't take this into account, more this one, but it didn't make it. Now there's one more chance, of course, again, move into the 44 cents, as I said on the weekly, and continuing to the upside. That would be the perfect bullish scenario. But since we are now above 44 cents, do you know what's above our head? Something like this, and it's called 78 cents or 79. Doesn't matter, the zone is of importance. We talked about that in the previous video. Now, one more time, above our head, the level at below 80 cents, below our head 44 cents, the area below 50 cents. You're bounded, but these 2 important levels on the monthly chart, you know how that important is on the monthly chart. So there is a possible reaction. Let me show you something. Now we're talking about the predictions and possibilities. What if now we need to wait until this band come into our channel, make a support inside of it, and then we break 80 cents. And you know what is happening when we break 80 cents, right? A dream come true for the FET holders. We are crushing it. We are going parabolic. We are using all the superlatives about this technology, and the price will be the first to tell you about it. Okay, how we stand on the monthly chart? Very bullish. Possible retracement, let me not repeat the levels. But in the coming months and after we do the retracement, this thing will go crazy. Mark my words, or don't. But at least, mark dinosaur words.